What's up, guys? I'm about to go watch some jazz tonight. One of my friends, he play in a jazz band, and I'm gonna watch me some live music. But before I get the fuck out this house, I want to talk about this bullshit that took place next door in Mississippi. All right, so ICE raided a couple of plants in Mississippi, and it netted close to 700 illegal immigrants who was working at some kind of meat slaughtering chicken plant, right? And they had no problem naming the people COHC, Coke. So Coke, for you guys that don't know who Coke is, these are humongous Republican donors. The Koch brothers are the biggest donors. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it's two twin brothers or probably just two brothers, but there's two brothers that own something called Koch Industries. And these dudes, man, are the biggest Republican donors out there. And guess what they are using? Illegal labor. These people make so much money off of illegal labor. It's a motherfucking shame. Agriculture. And you know what? I find it odd. Here's the interesting part. When Trump always speaks about Mexicans crossing the border, it's always they're evil, they're drug dealers, they kill, they're child predators. But these are 700 working Hispanics. Okay, I'm friends with a lot of people who just may be illegal for all I know. But since I don't work for ICE, I don't really ask my Hispanic friends, are you from the border? If you're here, not really committing a crime, this is, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I'm not a politician. And what I understand is that Coke may not even face any sanctions. They may not be shut down, and they may not even be fined because it's a Republican-owned company. So it just goes to show that the argument is never ever about doing the right thing and getting the right jobs for the right people. It's just that you just want to show a force because it's an election year. That's it. I really hate that stupid people, mainly Republicans, mainly white, mainly the uneducated, the emotional, fall for all of these false red herring, false flags. They're gonna let these people go, process them, and put them right back on the street again, and they'll be right back at Koch Industries processing more meat. Because these folks are already established. I mean, apparently, if you're here working at a meat factory, you got to have a social security number and all of that. Also, what happened to E-Verify? E-Verify is, now mind you, I'm not illegal. I'm not an immigrant. I'm not too up to speed on what E-Verify is. E-Verify, from what I understand, is if you are visiting from another country, it may not be a visa, but I think E-Verify lets them know when they run your name, do you have license or to work legally in this country, or are you legal and legally eligible to hold a job as a taxpaying citizen in this country? Okay, so I'm looking at a situation where you have 700 vacant jobs that won't be filled. Ain't no them rednecks sitting there chopping up meat for $50 a day. That's hard work. And mind you, I'm from the country, Opelousas, Louisiana. All right, by way of Mississippi, because of my daddy. But I remember, like making boudin and hog crackling and chopping up pigs and all that. And that's a stanky ass situation, bro. I don't know if you've ever been to a chicken factory. You have to have a strong stomach to smell burnt feathers, and I mean, I'm getting sick thinking about it. I gotta take a drink. Hold up. So this is jobs that the average American don't want to do. You always hear people use that excuse. Well, you too lazy to do a job. Well, guess what? I know some motivated immigrants that are motivated to do it. Let them people do that job, man. If illegal immigration is such a big fucking deal for the Republicans and everybody else in the red states, why not make it your life's blood or your life's work to just streamline application process? Quit making the application process take 8 years or sometimes 10 years for folks that's already here working. They want to pay some back taxes or whatever and get their life straight. Let them folks, man, build a fucking life here. I'm not chopping up meat. You know what I'm saying? And all this is, bro, is a show of force for nothing. You have 30, listen to me, people, with an M, 30 million illegal immigrants. Half might be white, like from Switzerland, UK, because when people say immigrants, they just think, you know, what the media show, the imagery of the, you know, the Spanish guy or girl with the baby and the backpack and the dirty books and, you know, the dirty clothes and the sombrero. That's what they assume. But a vast majority, because I mean, I've seen like Politico.com. If you go to Politico, after every debate, Politico would do something like a fact-checking meter. And it'll say liar, liar, pants on fire, something like that. And I went on Politico when I would hear Obama talk about illegal immigration. And for the most part, it's mostly like Africans who overstay, Middle Eastern dudes who overstay their visa. They don't really be illegal. They just don't renew it, or they don't go back home. It's out of the two. So of the 30 million, probably half is probably brown people, like Mexicans and stuff like that, or El Salvador, or whatever the fuck the other, you know, Central America. But it ain't all Mexicans. So them rounding up 15 million people that's illegal, that's a Herculean task. You're looking about a 20-year long process to get rid of all them people. And number two, a wall ain't gonna change it either. Just streamline the application process. There's so much land and so much agriculture jobs, meat, fishery, and all of that I don't want to do, and a lot of Americans don't want to do. Most of these motherfuckers want to smoke weed, fuck something, get high, or, you know, drinking. I mean, like drinking and do Uber, like, you know, sitting on your ass, driving Uber Eats, like doing that kind of stuff. But as far as like boot to the soil, sunlight, burning up work, most Americans ain't trying to do that shit, man. I was a roofer. I was a plumber. I used to cut grass. I done all that shit. Once I realized being an artist, like sitting on my ass painting, was a lot more easier. And don't get me wrong, I got a God-given talent. But what happened and what's happening in Mississippi and all the other states, bro, nothing. Much to do about nothing. Anyway, guys, hit like, share, and subscribe, and bring my ass to the club.